everybody, welcome back to the My Bourbon Journey Whiskey Review channel. My name is Scott. If you're new to this channel and you're looking for reviews of different whiskeys such as bourbons, ryes, American style whiskeys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also make sure to hit the bell notification. That's going to alert you to when I'm doing new uploads or live streams. If you're already a subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for all of your support. I greatly appreciate it. So today from Heaven Hill Distillery, we have the J.T.S. Brown Bottled in Bond. So for me right away, as far as the bottom shelf kind of budget bourbons go, this for me is kind of one of my favorites. So regarding the product itself, so again, J.T.S. Brown Bottled in Bond. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Mash bill on this is 78% corn, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley. Proof, again, 100 proof. With it being bottled in bond, we know it's going to be a minimum of 100 proof or 50% ABV. It is non-age stated, however, we know with it, again, being bottled in bond, that it is a minimum of 4 years old. And MSRP on a 750 milliliter is right around that, maybe 10 to upwards of $15. The 175s you can probably get for about 17, maybe to 20 bucks max. So really nice value in terms of what you're getting for the proof, the age, things along those lines. So typically what I do with most or all of my reviews is we'll go through the appearance, nose it, taste it, then really kind of get into anything else regarding the product itself. So, all right, so here we've got color-wise. You can see kind of a light amber, light copper type of color. And again, we know it's probably close or fairly close to that 4-year mark. Again, 100 proof, so it's got some good things going for it. So, and again, what I always try to do, move the whiskey around in the glass just a little bit, kind of introduce some oxygen to it. And then for me, I really like to see the oily factor to it. And this actually has some nice legs running on it. It's showing that it's fairly oily, which is nice. So it's got a little bit of proof to it. So yeah, it looks really nice so far. But let's get into the nose and we'll see what we've got here. So right away, classic Heaven Hill, more of that peanutty type of nose. Some sweet caramel, some cinnamon right away. Some vanilla that's there. Very light oak. Nice spice to it, actually. I think it's got some, for a lower rye content of only 10%, still you get a nice kind of rye kick on it there. Definitely some of that heavy kind of peanut-y, classic Heaven Hill type of nose. Again, that light cinnamon. Yeah, just a nice kind of classic bourbon, nose, maybe minus some of the peanutty factor. That's not typical in all bourbons, but for me, very much so with the Heaven Hill lineup. All right, more importantly, let's see what this tastes like. Cheers. Really nice sweet caramel note right away, followed up by, again, some of that peanut, like a roasted peanut type of note. Some cinnamon is present there for sure. Really nice spice on it though. I do like the spicy factor of this one. Medium oak, not heavy oak by any means. But that nice, rich, creamy caramel note is really what kind of continues to come through, aside from the peanutty factor. It's not heavy peanut, so don't think that this is just tasting like a liquid peanut. It's not that. It's just got a little bit of a peanut type of note to it, but more of the caramels, the vanillas, a lot of those are really starting to kind of come through on this. Like a slight like dusty corn present to it as well. Not dusty from an age, but like kind of like a crushed or a milled corn. You get some of that more of like a sweet or an intense type of like cornmeal type of note. That's not off-putting by any means. It's a fantastic entry-level bourbon by all means. So some of the things I'm kind of describing, don't let them kind of turn you away from it. And I do, kind of going back to the beginning, I believe this right now, unfortunately, is a Kentucky-only release. But if you're ever there or you're able to get it, it's something, excuse me, something that I highly recommend. I think for the price and what it has to offer, I mean, it's really one of those great bottom shelf bargain bourbons that are out there, you know, today. Unfortunately, it's not distributed, you know, all throughout the United States, but there's a lot of ways to get things sent to you or whatever it may be. So for the price, I think this is an absolutely fantastic bourbon. So kind of going back to the finish part of it, I'd say it's maybe up to the medium side at best, but still you get some of those lingering sweetness, the caramels, the vanillas, that spice is there. There's a little bit of oak. Nothing that's super dominating, but it's just a fantastic, what I would say, like a daily sipping type of bourbon. There's not, you know, a lot of bad things I can say about it. Really, the only downside I can see to this is the fact that it's not overly distributed throughout the United States. Specifically this, the J.T.S. Brown bottled in bond. There is an 80 proof, which I've had before, but for me, it's just too watered down. It eliminates a lot of what you really kind of want, or what I've described, you know, in this pour. There's just more richness to this. The other is just way more muted, and for me, it's probably a pass on that. For this, it's a buy all day. So I can't recommend this one more. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who probably won't like the fact that I'm telling more people to go buy it, because I know the people in Kentucky really enjoy the fact that this is on the shelves quite a bit and they're able to get it. But outside of that, if you're able to get it or whatever it may be, don't hesitate to pick this up, especially for the price and what it has to offer. So again, this is the J.T.S. Brown bottled in bond, which is a Heaven Hill product. So again, I highly recommend this if you can find it. So with that being said, so like, subscribe, make sure you're leaving comments. I'm always interested, again, to hear people's thoughts and feedback on the whiskeys that I'm reviewing. This is one of those ones I think there's a lot of people who enjoy it, and I'd love to hear the reasons for why people enjoy it and all of that. So again, thank you so much for tuning into another one of my reviews. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. And with that being said, remember, it's about the journey and not the destination. Cheers.